Tell us the horrors of probate.
They're very real. When people die without leaving a will or any kind of instruction on who they want to be the guardian of their children, what they want to have happen with their assets, it leaves family members that survive them in a very difficult situation of trying to decide what's best for these kids. Where should these assets go? What should have been the wishes of this individual that didn't take the time to plan it out? It is a horrific situation. It's prolonged even more without that document to guide these survivors.
Amazing. It's so important to get a will for everybody.
It is.
Well, stay tuned. In our next segment, you will witness a legal will being made live in less than 10 minutes. Hi, welcome back. I'm with Patrick Jenkins, and we are going to show you live, right here on TV, how simple and easy it is to have your own legal will in 10 minutes or less, and for less than $50. So, Patrick, okay, go ahead and show me how easy it is to use.
Let me do it right here on my iPad.
Oh, perfect.
It is very easy to do. We're going to start at the home page of www.getawillnow.com and just choose a general will. And we'll click on Get Started, and it's going to walk us through a series of questions that we can just answer. If we're not ready to answer the questions immediately, we can actually click on a worksheet that will take us through all the questions, and we can write out the answers in long form, so the process will go even faster. It allows you to see all the questions in order, so it's not a step-by-step going through the website. You can see exactly what the questions are going to be, and you can print it up, think about it, write out in longhand what you want. This is a real time-saving process. Let's go to the website now that you've already written up all the answers. We're going to go to the general website. We're going to choose Get Started. And the very first thing it's going to ask me about is what's my full name, what's my occupation, and am I married or not? Do I have children? We'll put that information in. Go to the next screen. It'll ask me who my spouse is. I put my spouse's full name in there. I add a child. I put my child's name and their date of birth. So once we've added our kids, then we can go through and we want to determine who our guardian will be. We'll choose a first guardian, which will be the primary person. You want to start to think about who has parenting techniques that are very similar to mine. The next one will be, if that first person can't serve, who's my backup? And we're going to ask for a second backup as well, so you have 3 different people who could be the guardian of your children. The next page is going to take us through specific gifts that we want to give. Oftentimes people will say, well, I just want it to go to everybody equally, and there's a button for that where we don't have to choose a specific gift. But if you do have a specific gift, let's say we want to give the family china to your favorite daughter, we'll click here, we'll type in family china, we'll put in the child's name or the heir's name, who we want to have that. On the next page, we're going to determine who the executor of our estate is going to be. So we're spelling out who's somebody that has some financial acumen that will make sure that the assets are distributed exactly the way I want them to be. So we'll have a first executor, we'll have a second executor who serves as a backup to the first, and a third executor who serves as a backup to the second if either of the first two cannot serve.
This is incredible. I don't know why everyone isn't doing this.
We could put in our contact information, put the email address in that you want the PDF of the will emailed to, put your full name, your address, your phone number, your zip code, and it will email that document to you in final format. This is also the same page where you put your E-code in for any savings that might occur and your payment information. Once that information is filled out, you hit submit.
That is really nice. It's so easy.
Yes, it is. That's one of the beauties of GetAWillNow.com. It's a very systematic process of taking care of that thing that you've been delaying for too long. The last page that we're going to work on is the estate page. This just basically summarizes all the information and allows us to review to make sure that we've got everything in order, review who the guardians are going to be, review who the executors are going to be, and review the distributions that we want to make. Immediately an email sent to your email address that has the full and final version of the will that you'll print out. You'll sign it once, and then you'll have 3 witnesses also sign it, and you have a will.
You know, I never thought it would be that easy.
It really is a simple process.
Oh, that was wonderful. Thank you so much, Patrick. It's been really enlightening. Well, it's really just that easy. Well, that has been some powerful information today from Patrick Jenkins from GetAWillNow.com. If you don't have a will, go now to www.getawillnow.com and settle that issue once and for all. You and your family will be glad you did. Now, you can easily and instantly avoid the hassles of probate and government control of your estate quickly for under $50 right now. If you act now using this E-code below, you can get huge additional savings. So log on now to www.getawillnow.com. I'm Erica Schaefer, and it has been my pleasure to be your host today on Special Segments.
friend of mine suggested that I contact getawillnow.com. We were talking about what we were going to do with our assets after we passed away. So I went to getawill.com, and I was surprised how quickly I was able to complete the form to have a legal document in which I can leave my assets to my loved ones. It has peace of mind for my wife and my children, and now I have a will that is legal. I can update my will at any time. It was fast, it was economical, and it's secure.
My husband and I never had a will, and so I was really relieved to find out how quick and easy it is to get a will. Our daughters are getting older, and we are too, so we just decided that we would try it out. We went on the website, about 10 minutes. We were amazed at how simple and easy it was. And for under $50, in about 10 minutes, we were able to make a will. And it just gives me such peace of mind to know that it's done and taken care of, and our children will be taken care of. We didn't have to go see any attorneys. We could just do it all ourselves. And at any point later, one of the things I like about it is that you can change the will, and that makes it easy. So we were impressed, and I myself, I'm relieved.
I knew I needed a will, but I didn't know what to do. I didn't want to spend $3,000 with an attorney. I didn't want it to take 6 months. I didn't want to go through all that kind of expensive hassle. Someone told me I could get a will at getawillnow.com in less than 10 minutes for just $49. And I really didn't believe it, but I went on the site, and in just minutes I had created my own will, protected my family, protected my assets, and really gave me peace of mind. And probably the most important thing is I was able to decide what happens to my children should I and my spouse die. If that's not in your will, somebody else is going to decide where your children go.
The opinions voiced in the show are for general information only and are not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual.